Italy was probably one of my favorite trips, and it had everything: art, museums, food, culture, shopping, you name it. And it was an experience to remember.
I've had the privilege to have many holidays. I think the one that is most memorable is one which was in Tokyo in 2018 and one which was in Machu Picchu, Peru in 2017. And when everything opens, I can't wait to go back to Paris.
I would say every dive trip has something spectacular. My next trip, I want to go to Mexico. I want to dive in Socorro and I want to party in Tulum.
The 1 month that I spent in Tuscany with my husband, we drove all over the countryside. Although next I'm probably looking forward to going to Lapland with both my kids. We're obsessed with Christmas and I've honestly been looking forward to seeing the Northern Lights.
Kashmir. I think it's just this incredible destination. It feels like quite untouched and raw, and so you really do get to experience that.
Paris, because I visited the Atelier des Lumières and I saw the Vincent van Gogh immersive virtual exhibition. So I think that was so beautiful and it really stayed with me.
My last proper family holiday was in Melbourne, where we had the opportunity to visit some exciting vineyards in South Australia. Right now, given the opportunity, I would travel to just about anywhere in the world, but probably first to London to catch up on some shopping.
Antarctica, this 18 days of cruise, this heaven on earth, nothing like you ever seen before. Galapagos, I want to see where Charles Darwin's theory emerged. I want to see the turtles and the iguanas.
My most recent one in Lake Como, because I think it was a holiday that we took after 2 years with a huge family gathering. It was quite surreal.
Before the pandemic hit was in December of 2019. I was in Masai Mara.
There have been many memorable holidays that I have had, ranging from Maldives to South Africa to Spain, Malaga, Madrid, many nice destinations. But one of my favorite ones has been a business trip to Bhutan, which I believe has been, for me, a truly transformational journey. The next destination that I would like to visit in Maldives, to London and to Paris.
Scotland for its surreal beauty. I would like to travel next to Antarctica, probably take the cruise from Chile to the island.
Japan was one of the holidays that I really enjoyed, and one place that I would want to visit soon is Cuba in South America.
Disneyland maybe 15 years ago with my kids. I think the thrill and the excitement in their eyes makes it also memorable. My next holiday destination is probably Greece, Barcelona, Paris. I don't know, I seem to have so many on my list.
A couple of years ago, a friend of mine and I did a road trip in Morocco from Tangier to Essaouira to staying overnight in the Sahara Desert, and I think she and I must have covered like some 2,000 kilometers on the street, and I really enjoyed it because you can make your own adventure.
It's most definitely Greece because I love the culture, I love the people. They're so simple and they know how to live their life, they know how to enjoy their lives, and I so relate to that, and I think that this country is just so beautiful.
I think my trip to Alaska would be my most memorable because it was really impromptu. We were supposed to go on this cruise ship, but when we went to board the cruise ship, they wouldn't let us in because we didn't have like a Canadian visa because one of the ports was in Canada. So we ended up taking a flight to Alaska and then exploring a lot more than what we originally had planned on.
I'm going to pick the last one I went on, which was the Maldives, and I think it was just all the more special because it was we traveled internationally after almost 2 years, and so I think I really appreciated the holidays more than ever.
To Maldives, where I dived and saw the most exquisite and beautiful kind of SeaWorld creatures.
A road trip in Iceland.
St. Moritz for sure. Nothing beats St. Moritz. Next on the list, I think, is wherever the world allows us to go.
My most memorable holiday would definitely be Taormina in Sicily, not just for its beauty and serenity, but also for how fashionable the place is. The next place to visit on my bucket list is the Amazon rainforest, hopefully soon.
Istanbul, not only for the location, for amazing food, amazing culture, amazing vibe, amazing heritage, and not to forget the Turkish dancers.
One of my most memorable holidays has been very recent when I went to Africa in March. Memorable because I went in the middle of a pandemic thanks to a wedding. My next vacation is going to be, I think, Morocco, because I promised myself to visit a new country every single year.
Kashmir. It was a getaway after a really long time post-COVID, and it really brought me close to nature.
Monument Valley, Arizona, USA. Oh my God, for its rustic and stark beauty, it's photographer's paradise.
When I turned 40, I took 40 trips to celebrate that. And the luxury, the extreme luxury was the freedom to be able to travel for a year. My family helped me do that. And I've made such beautiful memories across Finland, Croatia, Montenegro, South Korea. Within India, we did a road trip to Kutch. The list is long and endless, and the memories unforgettable.
Iceland, where I especially remember when we went to Greenland, and it was really spectacular.
Spain, because it was a world of food and wine.
This is always really tough because, again, I'm always divided between the Amalfi coastline of Italy and my recent trip to Tulum, Mexico before the lockdown. I love the ocean, the beaches, and they both had that. And I think a great holiday is a memory is always left when I find great food, because I'm a foodie. And both the Amalfi coastline as well as Tulum had excellent food.
My favorite holiday has been at Landor in Missouri when I visited to meet Ruskin Bond. And I realized I haven't traveled to the northeast in India, and that's where I'd like to head next.
Simla, and I think that's probably because it was a place that I visited when I was very young, and it was with my parents and my sister.
Ladakh feels like another world for me, and it is the perfect place to detach from your everyday life. And next place is I want to travel northeast, as it is an extremely rich area in terms of craft, weaves and art.
I think my most favorite holiday would be Paris. Summer in Paris, the French Open, nothing beats that. And the next place I'd like to go would be either Cuba or Costa Rica. I haven't been to South America and I'm looking forward to it.
My favorite holiday destination would be Maldives. I think it's the most luxurious, relaxed holiday that one can ever have.
Most recently, Darjeeling. COVID has inspired us to explore our own country far better than we used to.